show you. And you tell me which one is true. It's a video that just might explain why that phone hasn't rung all this week when I said, look at these people. Again, this is Anita Dunn, June, or is it May or June? June of this year. Here it is.
A lot of you have a great deal of ability. A lot of you work hard. Put them together, and that answers the why not question. There's usually not a good reason. And then the third lesson and tip actually come from two of my favorite political philosophers, Mao Zedong and Mother Teresa. Not often coupled with each other, but the two people that I turn to most to basically deliver a simple point, which is you're going to make choices. You're going to challenge. You're going to say, why not? You're going to figure out how to do things that have never been done before. But here's the deal. These are your choices. They are no one else's. In 1947, when Mao Zedong was being challenged within his own party on his plan to basically take China over, Chiang Kai-shek and the nationalist Chinese held the cities. They had the army. They had the Air Force. They had everything on their side. And people said, how can you win? How can you do this? How can you do this? Against all of the odds against you. And Mao Zedong said, you know, you fight your war and I'll fight mine. And think about that for a second. You know, you don't have to accept the definition of how to do things, and you don't have to follow other people's choices and paths. Okay? It is about your choices and your paths. You fight your own war. You lay out your own path. You figure out what's right for you. You don't let external definition define how good you are internally. You fight your war, you let them fight theirs. Everybody has their own path. And then Mother Teresa, who, upon receiving a letter from a fairly affluent young person who asked her whether she could come over and help with that orphanage in Calcutta, responded very simply, go find your own Calcutta. Okay? Go find your own Calcutta. Fight your own path. Go find the thing that is unique to you, the challenge that is actually yours, not somebody else's challenge. One of the things that we see, the Obamas, both of them, Michelle and Barack, came out of backgrounds as community organizers.
Stop.
Working.
I wanted to make sure that we at least played there's more, but I wanted to make sure that we didn't take it out of context. We showed you the nice things she said about Mother Teresa. Okay, so the reason why this phone hasn't rung all week is because the most important political philosopher for her is Mao Zedong. Oh, and Mother Teresa. The guy responsible for more death than any other 20th century leader is her favorite philosopher? How can that man be your favorite anything? He killed 70 million people. That would be like me saying to you, oh, you know who my favorite political philosopher is? Adolf Hitler. Have you read Mein Kampf? Just fight your fight, like Hitler did. It's insanity. This is her hero's work. 70 million dead. She thinks of this man's work all the time. That was a quote. Could you please put the gulags back up here? Could you please put the images back up here of China, please? While I remind you, the gulags, not that picture. Give me the picture of the Chinese and the brutality, the gulags, the re-education camps. And he's your favorite? America? How many radicals is it going to take? How many radicals surrounding our president will it take before you understand that when the president says he wants to transform the country, well, he he wants to transform it all right. Progressives don't care what you think. They will drag you to reform if they have to. But we're not just talking about progressives now. We're talking about revolutionaries that idolize Mao. You tell me the difference between these phrases. Castro, revolution first, elections later. Mao, people who try to don't commit suicide, don't save them. China is so populous that we can do without a few people. What is the difference between that and the clip I'm going to play for you next? Next.